Vera Cuzzocrea, and the University of Sassari Vocational Community, and the creation of Restorative City following a relational model and promotional approach presented by Dr. Gianluigi Lepri. And the presentation were held in different sessions of Congress in relation to the specified testimony, vocational orientation, and legal procedure. The presentations are linked by the disciplinary thinking that created them and by the viewpoint of our working group. The roots of the roots are those of a psychological approach, in our specific case a social and legal one, whose practical interventions are based on their social impact and their acquisition, including the active involvement of content subject to whom it applies, the presentation of results as a tool for the development change of those same situations subjects, the dissemination of observation reflections carried out both in the fields of interest of the specific research project and on a social level, because the knowledge products don't remain of exclusive use of the insiders, but can be used as a resource for awareness promotion of social knowledge. From this perspective, the scientific debate, such as the one in Paris, become a place of confrontation between scholars who commit themselves to soliciting, participating in opportunities for multi- and interdisciplinary professional debate, providing theoretical knowledge and research methods for a systematic monitoring and assessment of the problem and evaluation from professional work practice. The perspective is the one our main lines of research in recent years have been converging towards, in particular, restorative justice and well-being in training context and work. The focus of this perspective is well established under the Europe 2020 strategy, which intends to launch a new, more intelligent, sustainable and inclusive Europe economy, and to achieve the goal of greater social cohesion. This is the direction our group is working in. In particular, we have developed and we are experimenting with a model of restorative community that promotes lifestyles and conflict management strategies which are marked by the peace and the well-being of the individual and the community concerned. This model, as stated, is the result of observations originating from our different hours of research. University orientation, where we act to promote the circulation of orienting functions amongst the bodies involved in lifelong learning, career guidance, well-being and employability, and in criminal justice. With regard to the latter, our interest has produced several projects, including the most recent one called European Freedom Wings, identification and dissemination of European best practice in restorative justice and evaluation of the role and application of mediation and the alternative measure in the European member states. The research involved 3 countries, Cyprus, Greece and Italy. The latter in the lead role with the University of Sassari and I as a scientific coordinator. Freedom Wings has developed an international network of social workers, justice, health and social legal experts, representative of educational bodies, the world of associations and cooperatives who, within the context of the research, have been questioned on how to learn and disseminate reparative practice in the community. From this commitment, our group has designed and started a research action in Sardinia that represents our first pilot experience of restorative community. Gianluigi Lepri spoke about this yesterday afternoon in the session Legal Procedure. The stakeholders are the justice system and its network of operators, the third sector, local social and health service that work with them for the prevention and obstruction of delinquency. Other subjects and entities will be involved in building a restorative and promotional community. Families and education training bodies such as school and university assume Leeds and Hull's model of restorative city, the world of work and enterprise that has a significant effect on social cohesion. In order for the individual and organization just mentioned to be actively involved, it's essential that the local government agencies the interface with a daily basis should also be drawn in. At the heart of the system, there is always the person with the same time ring network and its fundamental objective. From this perspective, conflict management and justice, dispute resolution, prevention of delinquency, the actions of reputation, education, training and professional development are all made in a restorative key. The community doesn't delegate the responsibility that belongs to itself but appropriates it. The main theoretical reference are the ecological model of responsibility by Gaetano De Leo and the promotional model in the revolution toward a vision of community promoting, encouraging, supporting lifestyles and relationship which are aimed at the peace and well-being of individuals and community by Lanton Brown. Our theoretical concept identifies the community as the most appropriate unit of analysis to accommodate the new restorative perspective that is relational, participatory, inclusive, based on responsibility and on the intentionality of well-being of all social partners. For these reasons, criminal justice, despite being a focus no longer to be postponed, should be considered as part of a broader systematic review of patterns of social, psychological and relational sustainability. On this basis, we have long been experimenting with a model of community relationship, CORE, relational vocational community model, in the field of guidance. The interaction between the main goals of a promotional and restorative community and the constructs that we have identified for core model may be appropriate solicitation for the development of a similar model of restorative and relational community. The two models are in progress. The core model closes with a reference to the Ted Watchell social discipline windows, illustrating various combinations of high-low control and high-low support, and this model is near to your research. This results in 4 possibilities of doing things with people rather than to them, punitive and authoritarian model, or for them, assistance, or not to do, laxist model. The model is proposed as a specific and applicable to different situations and contexts. Now I cite Ted Watchell. The social discipline, said Watchell, window also defines restorative practice as a leadership model for parents in families, teachers in classroom, administrators and managers in organization, police and social workers in communities, and judges and officials in government. The fundamental unifying hypothesis of restorative practice is that the human beings are happier, more cooperative and productive, and more likely to make positive changes in their behaviors when those in position of authority do things with them rather than to them or for them. This hypothesis maintains that the punitive and authoritarian to mode and the permissive and paternalistic for mode are not as effective as the restorative participatory engaging with mode. Doing the things with is a fundamental paradigm shift. We believe that contamination between different areas of knowledge and intervention can help in this exploration. The core model is a possible opening. Also, in our opinion, its features allow it to be used in the different areas that the persons goes through the promotion of the community, and reciprocally, the collective well-being is possible through every part of the system, individual and group. With regard to the research intervention we mentioned, entitled Study and Analysis of Restorative Practice for Creating a Model of Restorative Community, we launched the first phase, consisting of restorative conferences in the prisons of northern Sardinia. Our goal is to experiment with restorative practice which are able to involve the whole community: schools, family, police, courts, municipalities, associations, based on the model of the English restorative city. The overall aim of this research is the detection, disclosure, promotion of good practice at transnational level in order to build restorative justice program and network models for an experimental restorative community. Thank you very much.